Myself, R.S. Singh, a resource person of today's in-house training. My topic is teaching strategy in English. This is not very difficult, but it can be easily understood, and after training we will be capable to do each and everything. But secondly, I would also like to say you that this is not very easy task. We must take it difficult or hard, and this is the adventurous to accept the challenge to teach the student according to a strategy. Teacher, all the teachers are capable and doing the role, but we must understand that how to develop the children in their reading, writing, speaking, and each and every development. This should be considered as new education policy, that students must be guided by the teachers only thinking children centered education. We are also following old method of teaching. At the present time, we are in the habit of teaching traditional method of teaching, but this is the method in which only teachers are involved. We must consider if the teachers teaching the students as a traditional method, students are not fully benefited. This is only teacher-centered education, which is very impossible for the children who leading their life in the remote areas and the other part of the village. They are not fully considered each and everything what the teacher is teaching as a traditional method or old method of teaching. All the teachers determined to accept the challenge to teach as a strategy method. Some points must be reminded what types of teaching has become benefited for the students. We must think if we are going to teach fast writing skill in fun way. If I am going to teach the student, we must consider that topic should be interested. Students will enjoy this topic. We should enrich the vocabulary problems if the students are in class 11, 12, 9, 10. We must try to think about the problems they faced in English learning. This is the first problem, is vocabulary problem. Their writing styles is also not very good. They are not learning as a cooperative way, that is the collaborate learning. we must understand what is the choice of students also. Each and everything we should keep in our mind. According to some points, I will also like to say you that some problems which the students face, we try to solve it by our personal point of view. By this training we should learn, and we should also use in our classroom. Some topics which is looking very difficult, we should make it easy. Why is it so? It is very simple to say that if we are going to teach any topic which is related to textbook, we must realize that this should be a story method. This should be a storytelling method. Just you are going to express your opinion, you are going to say the story. As grandparents tell the story before the children, and children very anxious to listen each and every word, and also eager to listen the story which their grandparents tell before the children. A storytelling method also plays an important role for making the students interest in that topic. First, we must try to involve all the students by saying that I am going to teach you this topic. This is related to a short story. If you tell the story before the children are very active, alert by listening the story. In this way, you will utter each and every characters of the story. You will also tell some incidents which they will listen eagerly. Students become creative also. Students also imagine the story. Students understand your topic very easily by this method. Not only this, he will also create some stories, and he will also develop his memory power. Actually, each and every student has lots of knowledge, lots of potential feelings. Only we have to make them interest on the topic or subjects. All the students will engage, all the students will involve in this method, and it will create a good things before the children. I am going to say you about I am going to say some examples about this one. If we are going to teach a poem, suppose we are not going to tell the line of the sentence. If I am going to tell the line of the sentence, it means this is the traditional method, old method of teaching. We should try to develop in children's mind by saying a story. From that poem related another story. Just I am going to say, if I am going to teach a poem, my mother 66. We must, this is in plus 2 in CBSE board. We are going to take the class, and Kamala Das has written this poem. This is a interesting poem, and Indian poet Kamala Das has composed this poem. If we are going to express the opinion before the children, we must say first, important role of mother who make the children capable by sending their children to school, and big role play mother in the beginning when children are little, reading in standard 1. Children catch the finger of the mother, father, grandparents, and come to school regularly. After a long time, when students pass the examinations, after a long time, he passed 12, and also after passing 12, he got higher education in other sectors, either engineering or medical. The students become the students of higher sections of education. After education, he is posted in different part. At that time, how can he forget the mother who has grown 66? The topic of the poem My Mother at 66. What types of role of mother play in every day in children's life? We come to aware, come to know each and every steps how mother suffer to make the child develop either school education or college educations, and the children have become posted after a long time when mother or father grew older and older. At that time, the student must remember what the teacher teaches, that mother kept an important role to make them capable to be a great citizen. At the present time, there is need to serve the parents who has grew old. Such types of potential we will have to fill up in the mind and soul of the children. Children will never forget old mother or parents who make them capable to be posted in such a high rank. How can children forget to their parents? This is the moral ability comes if we teach the students by giving the importance of parents and role of the parents to make you capable, and in this old age their parents need support, and you should also come in this time and support your old parents. Recently I have taught a poem in class 10, that is the tale of Custard the Dragon. This is the poem, but we tell the story before the children. In this way, we make the students interesting. This is the interesting way of learning by saying Glinda, as the head of the family members, and in her family members lots of domestic animals, a Custard the Dragon, Belinda, and also that is Custard and Mustard, Belinda, the mouse, each and every 5 members leading their life in a simple little white house. in which only a single personality, Custard the Dragon, cries for another safe cage. It is only because Custard the Dragon wanted to lead a peaceful life and all the other 4 members wanted to lead a enjoyable life. They are enjoying too much that the White House started moving and Custard the Dragon cries for help, cries for peace. In this situation, either Belinda, Custard, Mustard and all the 4 members proved themselves as we all are brave and only a Custard the Dragon is cowardice fellow, very coward, lazy fellow. But situation is that after a long time, a pirate came to rob the house. A pirate came with pistol and also weapon in his mouth, hands. After listening the sound of pirate, all the family members flee away. Only a single personality, Custard the Dragon, faced such types of pirate, that is the robber of that sea, faced the challenge and also defeated that pirate. After defeating that pirate, all the family members once again came and also given lots of ideas by saying that if we war not be feared, our strength will be increased more and more. But in the meantime, they all 4 flee away. Only a person whom they said cowardice fellow faced such types of challenge and defeated the pirate. Such types of story we are going to utter before the children, and all the children, all the students, very curious to know what the teacher saying, what the teacher is explaining. All the students involved after listening the stories. By that method, we teach the students and make them understand what types of poet and poetic desire, and also in the beginning to end, students are engaged by listening how it could be end. What is the last conclusion? He wanted to listen, and students are kept quiet in the class, listening each and every step of the story. I am going to say you about another point of view. This is the another point, lecture method. If the teacher express their opinion on the topic which he is going to teach, either teacher give the lecture in the class, this is the based on teacher-centered method. This is not good for all the students. This is the traditional way of teaching. In traditional way of teaching or old method of teaching, only teachers play the role before the students, and students are not benefited. So, lecture method is not appropriate. According to new education policy, we should involve all the children. Class should be involved by the students, and teachers should be guide each and every moment in the class. We must consider by saying that new education policy only tells to make the students center for learning by doing. They will learn and after they will do. We should give the chance in the class to take the chalk and solve this problem. We will also call them for writing new words on the blackboard. But in lecture method, only teachers give the lecture in the class and students are not interested. They are feeling boring in the class at that time. So, no freedom to the children in the class to express their opinion. Teachers are giving the lecture, but students are not able to ask the question in the middle when teachers are going to express their opinion and give the lecture before the students. No expression comes from the children's side. At that time, children are feeling bored and not benefited. So, we should not try to use such types of method in senior sections also. Lecture method in senior class students also not be given. We should also involve the students by asking the questions, asking the characters of the topic or story which you are going to teach. If we ask the question, if we ask the student to write the new words, asking new words, asking new questions from the paragraphs which you are going to teach, they will be also involved. One method is also that is discussion method. This is the method, discussion method. This is very good method. Students get the opportunity to discuss the matter. In this topic, students get the chance for debate. Students get the chance for speak and discussion method. Some groups are also divided into some parts. Teachers give the topic on that subject. Some students are in favor, some are in against. As we also teach in the class, especially in senior section, in the debate competition, I give the topic to the students. Suppose I have given the topic unemployment. Some students will be in favor of expressing the opinion by saying that unemployment is the curse. Unemployment is the curse. We are educated, but we are jobless. We have no work to do. In this situation, students are very lazy. They have no more and more interest to increase the knowledge, to increase their studies at national and international level. They are very upset. Some students also say there are several problems before our country, but most of the problems are the problems of, that is the completed problem of unemployment, which make us jobless and without job. How can we develop in our life? Our education will be bad. But the students who are against it, he will say, we should not consider ourselves as we are educated, we are getting the education, we will establish job to others. not for me, but others. We will establish the company. If we have knowledge, we can make lots of people employ under my company. And each and every kinds of thought, if you are the student, you should not only study, you should also work in the garden, you should work in the field, you should help your parents in the field also. After coming from school, you should guide your little children. This is the positive or against unemployment. I mean to say that after debating in the class, students are benefited. After giving the topic of ASL in the class, they will enrich not only their speaking power but also listening power. So, discussion method is very important, and this is the orally method. Discussion is very compulsory to one and all students, either in junior section of 6, 7, 8. They should be also given some words to express their opinion as a discussion method. I am going to also say about the method, that is the project method. Project method is also benefited. Either mathematics, science, English, SST, each and every subject which we teach, we should also make up our mind to give the project to the students. Project will be solved by the students in group, and in a group 3 or 4 students are involved. In this method, students will create some new things in the mind. Students will express their opinion in the group, their imagination power, their creative IQ, each and everything will be developed by this method. Either science, mathematics, English or other subjects. After teaching the topic, students should also given the chance to make a project on this topic. And students are also very eager to make the project. They are involved by doing that. As we are also giving our children the project, and this is very curious. We see students are very busy for making the project, and in the exhibition, if we ask the question, they give the answer also. It means they have got deep knowledge in this subject. It means their creative thinking and also imagination power is increasing. This is the good method of teaching. This is project method related to each and every topic or subjects. In this method, students know very well how to make the project better and better to become first position in the topic which has been given to us. Other method which we have to learn, that is role-playing method. Role-playing method. This is very authentic, very interesting. If we are going to teach drama, we should give to play the role of the drama. Indicate the dialogue written by yourself, and given the indication, you should give the dialogue. And students are really very active to play the role. Their sound, their speaking, their each and everything, all aspect of things. We are very happy that they are playing their role of the characters. The characters which the teacher gives the students, they are also very happy. In this way, all the students are involved by listening the dialogues. Role playing method is also very simple but very interesting. If I ask the student, suppose class is going on in mathematics or science, we should ask the student, who is such a person can play the role of the teacher? What the teacher taught at the present time? Can you express your opinion? Can you solve this sum once again? Within 5 minutes? Within 2 minutes? Students are very happy after catching the chalk. After catching the chalk, students are very happy that he is going to solve the sum. He is going to do something. And in this way, students are very happy. They increase their knowledge. Students are also consider themselves as I am playing the role of the teacher. I have solved the sum on the blackboard. This is very good things. This is very interesting. This method is very nice, and we also give the chance in our classroom. This is not the new things. We also give the chance to the students to come on the blackboard and solve the sum. Sometimes we also give the chance to play the drama. Sometimes the students stand up for reciting the poem. This is also good things. Role playing method is also very beneficial for the children. In this in-house training, we are learning new things which we also use in our classroom, and we are very happy and pleased that such types of things which we are doing in the class, we should do some new things before the children. After training, we learn some new things which we use in the classroom before the children, and children are also benefited. Democratic way of method. This is the another point of view I would like to say you in this method. This is the children method which is very compulsory. Teachers only guide in the class and students are involved all the time by this method. It is said that democratic way means all the students started asking the question. In this way they are giving the answer and also raises some new points. This is very useful method for the children. Autocratic method. Autocratic method, this is not appropriate. It is only because teacher-centered method, which is only teachers are playing the role in the class, and no questions asking, no homework giving. Only teachers take the class by old method of things. This is called autocratic teaching method. It is said that this is not good for students, and students are very puzzled, feeling boring in this method. So we must try to give such types of method which is very essential for the students. Another method which is an elastic method. This is synthetic method. This is very appropriate for the students. Problems should be given in this method. Lots of problems suddenly given. Suppose we are going to give the homework. That is the long homework. This is the DP vacation homework, winter vacations homework. We have given lots of problems before the students. And students, when solving one by one, actually it is said that lots of problems, how could they solve? They create some ideas. They make the plan in group. How could we solve this problem? This is the big task before the students. Then students break each and every problems in part and part. Part wise, one by one, students like to solve this one. An elastic method is very appropriate for the students. In synthesis method, students have been given the structures. Students have been given lots of structures and also introduction, and also they have given some new things. But students have taught how to make this problem only given the structures and rules. Students reading these rules, reading these formulas, each and everything, then he started giving the example. It means students also doing something. This is called learning to doing. He is learning how to do, how to solve this problem. He is learning, and after listening and also giving each and everything, students understood that this is very simple to solve. Actually, students see the example, see the structures, and started giving the example. One example has been given, but he will create lots of examples before the students, teachers, and each and everything. One method I am going to share before you, that is Dalton method. This is not the name of any person. Dalton method, this is not the name of any person. This is the place in America. Dalton method, if I tell you, this is not the method. This is the method which can be easily students solve. Dalton method, if I tell you Dalton, this is not the name of any person. This is the place in America. In America, I am going to name that personality, Helen Paul Horse. This is the lady. Helen Paul Horse is a lady who have 30 students. 30 students, and all the 30 students have different ideas or ability to do something. They are in the habit of learning to do. So they have different types of abilities. They enjoy very much in the class, and this is very appropriate, their activities, and these types of activities in which a scholar Helen Paul Horse used to make them capable. This is praiseworthy. This is marvelous. This is unique. We should also take lessons from the life of Helen Paul, who has not only teach the 30 students, but also they gave potential activities to those children or students who are studying under the guidance of her. We should take lessons from her life. One way, that is the play way. In the kindergarten, in that students who are little one, just start going to school. I would like to say about the last point. This is the kindergarten method. Kindergarten method, if I tell you, this is the play method to teach the student. Students who are little one only join you our school in standard in KG class, in class KG, that is KG. KG class students are not involved in the single classroom. That student must be given sunlight, air and water. That those students must be aware of the light of the sun and also air. How could the body feel if the children get the sunlight in the body? And the teacher, especially madam who teach little children, also very curious and active to teach the student by play method. Playing method is very appropriate for all those students. You know, this is the training. We are active all the time to engage ourselves if this section has become longer, if this section has become for more than an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, then we also feel very boring, and this will be bored. Little children who is coming to school for learning something, they will be bored if we engage in the class. So it is very happy to say that children should be aware of sunlight and also teach by playing method. And playing method is very appropriate to all those students who have taken admission, and also they are very happy to come to school another day because he is learning something by this playing method. Kindergarten, I would like to regard to Forbel, who has invented this method. This method has been invented by Forbel. We are very grateful to such a personality, such a scholar who has given such beautiful ideas to make capable all the teachers. We are very happy. We come to know each and everything we should also use in our classroom. Thank you very much. See you in next training.
अपने देखा ये